Hey everyone, my name is Diamond Clements. I'm the owner of Diamond Level Credit Consulting, and I'm going to show you today 5 ways you can improve your credit score up to 100 points. I once suffered with horrible credit. Like, my credit literally sucked. And I help clients today, and these are the same tips and the same ways I'm going to give you today that's going to help you improve your credit score. So my tip number 1 I have for you today is that you need to get your credit reports. You need to see what's on your credit reports. You need to review them for any inaccuracies, any information on your credit reports that you do not recognize, that's incorrect. You need to write the credit bureaus and you need to let them know exactly what you want the outcome to be. So if you want it to be deleted, you need to let them know that. If you want the account to be updated, you need to let them know that. So you always do it in writing. I would never recommend you to dispute any accounts on Credit Karma or any other third-party site, because what happens is you waive your rights. One of the rights being that if the account comes back and is verified, you waive your rights most of the time for the account to be reinvestigated again. Okay, just to recap, my tip I just gave you was to pull your credit reports and to dispute the negative information. And very important tip there is to make sure that the accounts that you're disputing are at least 2 to 3 years old. I will only focus on negative accounts such as collections, charge-off, late payments that are at least 2 to 3 years old, because that's what's impacting your credit score the most right now. My tip number two that I have for you today is payment history. 35% of your credit score, the biggest chunk, is your payment history. So I wouldn't even get started on working on your credit right now if you're not getting your payments lined up. Like, you have to organize your payments, organize your budget, and start to pay your monthly bills on time. You have to. One late payment can drop your score 90 points. So you have to make sure each month that you're paying your bills on time. 35%, once again, is how your FICO score is calculated as far as your payment history. That's the biggest chunk right there. So always pay your bills on time every single month. My third tip that I have for you today is balances. So if you have any credit card balances, you need to pay them down. If you have revolving accounts on your credit, it may not be that you need to add a secure card or a secure loan. It just may mean that you need to pay your credit cards down. Right? So you have to pay your credit card down. If your utilization is still high as far as your credit cards, you can pay your credit card bill each month on time. Each month, your minimum balance each month on time. But as long as your balances are continuing to be high each month, your credit score is going to continue to drop. So have to pay your credit card balances down. That's so important. My tip number 4 that I have for you today is to either get a secure card or a secure loan. If you don't have any revolving lines of credit, any credit cards, you have to think about it. You have so much negative accounts, right? So you have all these late payments and all these collections and all these charge-offs over here that you're going to work on disputing, right? But while you're doing that, you need to add something. You got to add something positive. You have to have some positive accounts that's going to be reporting. So you can do that by applying for a secure loan or a secure card. That's what got my credit score jumping. Okay. Most important takeaway from this one tip is to make sure that they're all reporting to 3 credit bureaus. Your secure card and your secure loan, so important that they must be reporting to all 3 credit bureaus. My tip number 5 for you today is to see if you can get an authorized user. See if you have a family member or a friend or somebody that you know that has good credit. Call them up and see if they'll be willing to add you on their credit card account as an authorized user. Make sure you know that they pay their bills on time as far as their credit cards and that they have good payment history. Because guess what? If they have any negative history when it comes to that credit cards, you're getting that too. So you're going to ask a family member or a friend, see if they can add you onto their credit card as an authorized user, and guess what? You get all that good payment history. So let's just back it up a little bit. Let's just recap. Tip number 1 I gave you is to get your credit reports and to dispute the negative accounts on your credit reports. Negative accounts, derogatory information, is usually late payments, collection accounts, charge-offs. So you're going to dispute accounts that are at least 2 to 3 years old. Tip number 2 that I gave you was to make sure that you're paying all your bills on time each month. The third tip I gave you is to make sure that if you have any high credit card balances, that you're paying them down immediately and as soon as possible. Maybe start with the lowest limit card, focus on that, and then work your way up if you have multiple cards. The fourth tip I gave you, just to recap, is to apply for a secure card or a secure loan if you don't have any credit cards, okay, or any revolving accounts. Make sure that they're reporting to all three. And the last tip, just to recap, that I gave you is to see if you can get an authorized user, family member, or a friend to add you onto their account. Once again, my name is Diamond Clements. I'm the owner of Diamond Level Credit Consulting, and I help clients and consumers with their journey on their way to financial freedom. If you have any questions for me, please click the link below. If you would like to schedule a free credit consultation, I would love to help you. I'll talk to you all soon. Take care.